Hey, Mom. I hate to bother you while you're busy at work, but there's something I need to tell you.
Hey, sweetie. It's rare for you to text me during work hours. What's going on?
Well, there's this weird girl outside our apartment building. I'm scared, Mom. I don't know what to do.
Hold on. What do you mean? There's a weird girl?
She looks about my age, and she's been hanging around the lobby for a while now.
Hanging around? How do you know that?
The caretaker, Mr. Lewis, called and told me. He said she was asking for the Turners. He was puzzled at first, but then he remembered that your maiden name was Turner.
Wait, what? Who the hell is looking for us?
I have no clue. I don't think she's anyone I've ever seen before.
Are you sure? This is very strange. I can't think of anyone who would do that.
Yeah, I'm positive. I haven't made any plans with friends. I just had Ava over last week.
Right.
I was freaking out about it, but I wanted to see for myself. She doesn't look like anyone from my school.
So let me get this straight. A random girl your age just showed up asking for our apartment?
That's what it looks like, but I already told Mr. Lewis that she's not my friend. But he didn't buy it and thought we had a fight. And then he started giving me advice, saying things like I should make up with my friends before it's too late. He totally got it wrong.
That sounds like Mr. Lewis for you.
Sorry to interrupt you while you're working. I'm just freaking out a bit. I didn't know if I should go talk to her or not.
Hey, don't worry about it. I always have time for you. In fact, I'm glad you texted me right away. Leave it to me. I'll sort everything out. I'll call Mr. Lewis right away, too.
Really?
Of course. I'm worried about your safety. I'll leave work right away, too. I'll be home in no time.
Are you sure? I can try and talk to her myself. I know your work is stressful enough as it is.
Don't be silly. You're more important than my job. I need to make sure you're safe. That's my priority right now. What if she doesn't leave even after you talk to her? I don't want you to handle that alone.
I didn't really think that far ahead.
Well, you did the right thing texting me. Now I'll be home by lunch, so stay put no matter what. I don't want you going outside by yourself right now.
Got it. I won't go anywhere. I'll go ahead and make lunch for both of us then.
Hey, Mommy, I finally found you. So, when can I move in?
Who is this?
Oh, don't be silly. You know who it is. I've been searching forever for you. And now I know exactly where you are. It took some time, but boy, was it worth it.
Hold up there. Is that you, Savannah?
You guessed it. Your beloved daughter is here to see you. I've been waiting for this moment for ages.
What are you doing at my building?
Oh, don't worry about the small details. More importantly, when are you going to invite me inside to see the new pad?
Pad?
Yeah, you're basically living the celeb life in a place like this. Daddy would be so jealous if he saw you living in a high-rise like this. I can't imagine the look on his face.
I need you to answer my question. Why do you know where I live? How did you find that out? I need an explanation.
It was nothing, really. I just happened to find it out of the blue. Well, I guess you could say it was thanks to you.
What do you mean? You're making no sense.
Well, ever since you and Daddy got divorced, you never once thought to contact us. I even found out that you changed jobs, too. I don't know why you wouldn't contact your own daughter once in a while.
I don't want to do this right now, Savannah. Just tell me why and how.
Okay, calm down, geez. I'll tell you. But I'll have you know, it was a lot of work looking for you.
And that's my fault. How?
I spent tons of time poring over your social media and looking around where we used to shop. But you never post online or shop in this neighborhood anymore.
Oh, wow. Stalkerish much?
Yeah, I guess a little. My bad. But by chance, I saw you shopping on Main Street recently and decided to follow you home. From a distance, of course, so you wouldn't catch me.
Oh my god! Do you want me to call the police on a child?
Don't be silly, Mommy. It's just like when we used to play hide and seek.
Oh god, help me now.
So when I saw you entering a big, fancy high-rise, I was super duper surprised.
I bet you were. Beats the valley, that's for sure. Oh yeah, you wouldn't happen to be outside my apartment right now, would you?
Yep, sure am. I came all this way to see you. But I've been waiting for like ever and you're still not here. So I asked the caretaker to contact your place directly. He was suspicious at first, but very willing to help after I told him who I was.
Oh no. What have you gone and gotten me into now?
Oh, come on. It's no biggie. So even after I waited, there was still no answer. I've been getting pretty bored and lonely out here. I must have just missed you going out, right? Because I just saw you come back a second ago.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, dead serious.
So let me get this straight. You stalked me, found out where I live, and asked the caretaker for help too?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Although, I'd prefer if you called it searching, not stalking. Gee, I can't believe you would call your own daughter a stalker.
You are unbelievable.
Thanks!
Not a compliment.
Anyway, it's water through the tunnel now.
You mean under the bridge?
Yeah, that one.
Well, whatever you call it. It's a nuisance and it needs to stop.
Oh, don't be so harsh. Are you just going to leave your flesh and blood down here in the lobby?
Ew. That's such a weird way to use that expression.
Oh, I see. Whoops!
Well, forget that, and forget about coming inside.
Come on, don't be so cold-hearted, Mommy. Come and live with me and Daddy again. It will be fun, just like before.
Like before he cheated on me?
Well, it's what he wants too. He said he regrets having an affair with that younger woman.
Oh, really now?
He also said that you're the only one he truly loves. How sweet and romantic, right?
Spare me. I don't trust a single thing that miserable excuse of a man says. And now he wants to get back together? Oh, please. Not in a million years. Especially after the two of you drove me out.
I think it would do us all good if we lived together again. Daddy's really been down in the dumps ever since you left. And we both miss your cooking so much.
Oh, stop it. The two of you just want it all, don't you? You only want me around when it's convenient.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. You're the one that wanted me out the most.
I never said that.
Oh, but your actions spoke loud enough. I know how you went ahead and filed the divorce papers behind my back.
But that can't be helped. What happened in the past stays in the past, right? Younger me thought that was the best choice at the time.
Oh, really?
You were angry all the time after Daddy had an affair. I didn't want to see you like that, so it was the obvious decision.
What a load of bull. It was all for your own benefit.
Oh, Mommy, I was just a little kid. I can't be held responsible for everything.
I thought you said that you prefer your dad's young and loaded mistress. I'm sure she's the perfect mother. Just what you've always wanted.
Don't blame me like it's my fault. There are other people in the wrong here. It's mostly Daddy's fault in the end.
Oh wow, how immature of you. And I thought I raised you better.
Well, I guess you didn't try hard enough. And I'll have you know that Daddy has got it all worked out.
Oh, does he? Now this I have to hear.
So Daddy told me that his new girlfriend was the daughter of some big shot at work. And if he got married to her, we were guaranteed to have a cushy life, and we'd never have to work again. So you see, not only me.
Oh, so the two of you needed this crafty little plan together. Look at you two go. You even went as far as to forge my signature on those divorce papers. And if that wasn't enough, you got all of my belongings out of the house before I could blink.
But you don't understand. It was so difficult after all that.
How so? What could be worse than what you two did to me?
All was going great at first. But then Daddy got dumped in no time at all.
Oh, that's rich.
She said she doesn't want to be with someone who isn't married, that she preferred to be a mistress. I guess that's what made things exciting for her. Even though she said she would be my new mommy, I can't believe she lied to me.
Wow, she certainly has an interesting taste in men. Anyway, sounds like your father got what he deserved. Sounds like she was just as trashy as him.
Yeah, I guess they had too much in common. So now I'm stuck living with Daddy. Just the two of us. Neither of us can cook, so it's been frozen meals or delivery every day. I'm so over it. I just want to eat your cooking, Mommy.
Hey, didn't I teach you better? I guess you took after your father a little too much. Just because things have gone downhill for the two of you, don't come crawling back when it's convenient. I'm sure you'd just throw me out again the second you no longer need me. So don't you ever step foot near my place again.
Are you angry, Mommy? Can you never forgive Daddy?
Of course. That'll never happen in 1,000 years. Enjoy your frozen dinners as you regret the day you cut me from your lives. Oh, and don't even think of contacting me anymore. Tell your failure of a father, too.
What's the deal, Mommy? Why would you ignore your own daughter's phone calls? Even Daddy's calls.
The last thing I want to hear are your voices. I'd rather listen to nails on a chalkboard.
How can you be so mean? I've even been keeping our promise. I haven't shown up to your apartment building at all since you told me to stop. That's why I had no choice but to call.
You really don't know when to call it quits. Stop pestering me, Savannah.
How could you say that to me?
Because I've told you 1,000 times already, and I'm getting tired of this. The next time you try to call me, I'm blocking your number. You should be grateful that you even have my number. I should have changed it a long time ago. I think it's about time we cut off all contact anyway.
Wait, Mommy, please. I need to tell you something else. I'm in a lot of trouble right now and I need you to hear me out. Please, let me tell you first.
What is it? Spit it out before I change my mind.
I was going to tell you over the phone, but I guess this will have to do. So please don't block me at all yet.
I'll wait for you to finish. So what's happened now?
To tell you the truth, it looks like at this rate, I'm not going to be able to go to the high school I wanted.
You mean that all-girls private school?
Yes, that one. What am I going to do?
And why is that a big problem?
Because it is. You know how I said that Daddy's girlfriend tossed him out? Well, there's more to the story, and it's horrible. She tattled to Daddy's boss about him. She told the boss what Daddy did and pinned the blame on him for them breaking up. Saying stuff like he was lying about not being married at all. She twisted the truth and now he's jobless.
Now that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, and now I can't get into private school.
I guess you could say that you're in a lot of trouble. I guess that's what you get for being a little gold digger. Maybe this will be a lesson to you.
What's the deal? Please, this is my last request. Do something about my tuition.
Are you kidding me? Why don't you just go to a public school?
Anything but that. Surely you have enough money to spare. After all, you live in a high-rise apartment.
I think that was my mistake in the first place. Putting you through private schooling up until now. Look what it's done for you.
What?
Nothing, obviously. In fact, it hasn't taught you any manners or common sense. I doubt going to a private high school will do any better. Go learn from the public system. It might knock some sense into you. Unlike your father.
Why won't you even consider it?
Why should I be the one to help you out? You clearly didn't want my help before. You and your father told me that you didn't even want child support when you threw me out.
Maybe I said something like that. But I swear, I didn't mean it.
I don't believe you. You look down on your mother, just like your father did.
But I heard a rumor about you. I heard you're working in a big company now. And you're apparently quite high up in the ranks. I bet your pockets must be loaded.
Where did you hear that? Enough to live more than comfortably. Not that it's any of your business.
Then you can definitely help me through school. And while you're at it, maybe throw a little child support Daddy's way too? Or better yet, Daddy said he'll even become a stay-at-home husband.
Oh my god.
Not bad if I say so. I wish we could have sorted out our differences sooner. Daddy even said that he won't cheat anymore. I think we can really make things work out.
Are you listening to yourself right now?
Don't be silly. I'm sure you hate living on your own, right? We can have more fun if we're together. I'm sure you don't know what to do with all that money you're making. Isn't it better if you used it on your beloved family? That's what I think anyway. I wish you would have told us sooner how loaded you were. I was certain you were living a poor and lonely life without Daddy and me.
What do you want with my mom?
What? Who are you?
I could ask you the same thing. Stop calling her your mother, you creep. Do you have any idea how much trouble you are causing my mom?
Excuse me? Who are you to butt into my conversation with Mommy? She's my real mother.
Oh, really now? That's funny, because she's my mother as far as I'm concerned. So stop acting like she's someone special to you. Mom doesn't want anything to do with you.
Are you kidding me? Who in the world do you think you are? You're the one trying to steal my mommy.
I'm just stating facts. Mom got married to my dad and became my new mother.
What are you saying? Mommy got remarried?
Exactly, and I'm her new daughter, Quinn. So if you would kindly tell me what your aim is here, that would be great. Mom has been looking real distressed ever since she picked up her phone. Can I assume you're the cause of her stress? Because if you are, I'm surprised that you have the audacity to send such childish messages.
Wait a minute. Mommy remarried and replaced me? How could I have not heard anything about this?
Of course I'm serious. And why would she tell you? She said that the two of you didn't get along. But I honestly didn't expect you to be this horrible of a child. It's hard to believe that the two of you are related by blood.
Who are you calling a horrible child? How dare you talk to me like that? I bet you're just a spoiled brat. You only love her because she's loaded. How old are you even?
Shouldn't you tell me first, since you're the one asking?
I'm 13. And FYI, I know some high schoolers that are part of a gang. So I would watch out if I were you.
Oh, really? I'm 13 too. Oh, and by the way, I will be going to Forest Ridge next year.
Forest Ridge? The Forest Ridge? With the fashion design program?
That's the one.
Are you kidding? That's the school I want to go to. But now Daddy can't afford to send me. He said it was too expensive.
Oh, what a relief. I'm glad I won't have someone like you as a classmate.
Oh, aren't you just so special, you greedy brat?
Say whatever you want. By the way, I heard about the horrible things that you did to my mom. How you plotted with your dad and filed their divorce papers. I'm sure that's very illegal, so you should be grateful that Mom hasn't taken it to the authorities. But as horrible as it is, I've been wanting to thank you. Thanks for giving me such a great mom. And for giving her back her freedom. I'm sure it was such a burden living with you. Not that she has to worry about that anymore. I'm living happily with her now.
What the heck? Give her back! She's my mommy!
It's too late. She's no longer yours. I would never trade her for anything.
You shut your lying mouth.
Are you really the same age as me?
Of course I am.
Oh, well, I thought you might be younger. Because you're awfully spoiled and selfish for someone who's 13. It's been a long time since I've spoken to someone this childish. I feel like I'm talking to an elementary kid.
How dare you say that to me?
Well, if you're really in middle school, then you should understand what I'm saying. No matter what you do, your mommy is never coming home. You've done something unforgivable to her. So if you could act more grown up and leave my mother alone, that would be great.
I don't want to talk to you. Give Mommy her phone back. Are you serious about getting remarried, Mommy?
Who cares if you believe it or not?
Mommy, why didn't you tell me sooner? Daddy is in shock right now. He's even crying about it.
Don't try to play the victim after you hurt my mom. Has your dad got no shame? Crying like a baby at this age? What an embarrassment of a father. Tell him to go lick his own wounds elsewhere. Hey, Mom. Sorry to contact you while you're at work again.
Oh, hey darling, don't worry about it. Anytime you need to talk, I'm here for you.
That makes me feel better.
So what happened this time? Don't tell me Savannah has done something again.
She hasn't caused any real harm yet, but she did something very daring earlier. She started to become a nuisance.
Oh no, what has she done?
She stormed into my school.
What in the world? I don't know what is going through that girl's mind.
Yeah, she caused a big fuss at the school gate. I could hear shouting from miles away. When I went for a look, I saw her causing a big ordeal.
Oh my god. I think she's totally lost it. I wonder if she was trying to see you?
It doesn't make any sense. But I guess that's the only reason she would come to my school. She can't get in now, thanks to the security guards blocking her.
She's gone too far this time. Thanks for telling me. I'll try contacting her.
Are you sure?
Don't you worry about it. Mom's got it all sorted. I can't let anyone cause my precious daughter any more trouble. What is wrong with you, Savannah? I heard how you tried breaking into Quinn's school. Have you finally gone insane? I won't let you lay a single finger on Quinn.
I don't see what I've done wrong. I'm going to be in the same school as Quinn in no time. So why don't you explain to Quinn's teachers the misunderstanding?
What do you mean you're going to be going there? Did you come into some money?
Well, the fact that I'm still your daughter is probably the biggest reason. I don't really care about the remarriage and all that now. I think Quinn and I can settle our differences and be just like real sisters. So I don't see why there's a problem. I thought, why kick things off early and finish middle school here? That will make things so much smoother for next year. They even have elevators here. So fancy!
Even if that's the case, how do you think you're going to pay for the tuition?
That's where you come in. It's your job to support your child. And if you do that, I'll even treat you like my mother again. I know it'll be hard, but I'll do my best to get along with Quinn.
What nonsense!
Hey, don't even worry about getting back with Daddy. He's hopeless anyway. But at least take me back. I'm sure you can provide for one more mouth with no problems, right?
That is enough out of you. How did you grow up to be such a brat?
What's wrong, Mommy?
What's wrong? Don't play games with me anymore. I finally reached my limit with you. If you keep this up, I'll call the police.
The police?
First, you start stalking us. Then you try and break into Quinn's school. Now you're trying to come back to me and leave your helpless father? How self-centered can you be?
Why, Mommy? Why are you getting so angry? What's wrong with wanting to be with my real mother? I'm not forcing you to get back with Daddy. I'm just trying to join your new family.
Do you even know what common sense is? You're borderline committing criminal acts.
I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just trying to change custody of me over to you.
I don't want to see you anymore. Much less have custody over you. If you hate being with your father so much, then why don't you rely on other relatives?
What do you mean?
But there's a chance no one will take you in. Then you'll be off to an orphanage or foster home. At least you won't have any regrets, seeing as you made those choices on your own.
No, please. There's no way I'm going to an orphanage. Please take me in. Do your job as a parent properly.
Even though you're the one that drove me out in the first place.
That's why I'm apologizing. I'm sorry I forced your signature and submitted the divorce papers. But I was just a silly child at the time. It's your job to forgive and forget what your children do.
For the last time, I'm not your mother. You really need to get that through your head.
Mommy!
Don't you dare show your face around my family ever again. I no longer have anything to do with you.
Please, Mommy, don't say things like that.
I'm enjoying my new life with my new family now. I want nothing more to do with the likes of you or your father. Goodbye. Next time I hear from you or see you around, I'll report you to the police. No more warnings. After continuing to ignore my warnings, Savannah kept causing trouble by the front gate of Quinn's school. She made a huge scene, shouting and demanding that they enroll her there. She said she wouldn't leave until they let her in. She even tried to climb over the fence, but she was stopped by the security guard. Shortly after that, she was reported to the police and taken away for questioning. She was charged with trespassing and disturbing the peace. After finding out about his daughter, my ex-husband rushed out to pick her up. Unfortunately for him, it was right before an important job interview for a new position. He had been looking for work for months, and this was his best chance. But thanks to Savannah, he missed the interview and lost the opportunity. I hear that he is still jobless now and struggling to pay the bills. And for Savannah, well, she definitely has no chance of getting into that private school that she was aiming for. Not only is money an issue for them, but she is also failing classes in her current middle school. She doesn't do her homework, she skips lessons, and she gets into fights with other students. I wouldn't be surprised if she is held back a year or two,